Make it happen. Awesome. Welcome. Welcome, everybody. Good to see you guys. Come down to chat. Where you guys coming from? What's your biggest why? Why are you here? What's your dream? What's your challenges? Good to see you guys. Tina, good to see you again. Arthur, Candy, Regina, Jermaine, Raji, Maddie, welcome, welcome, Grace. Okay, put down the chat. Where you guys coming from? I'm also live on other platform as well through all my followers. So if I look away, that's what I'll be looking at. But welcome to you guys. Robert, okay, put down the chat. Tina from Chicago, welcome. What's your dream? What's your goal? What's your challenges as well? We're here for you, right? So let's interact. Let's focus. There's people in the waiting room. Come on, my team. Let's go. Get them in, guys. All right. And what is some of your dreams, your challenges? Rianne, people in the waiting room. Hello. Yeah, I'll do
They
it.
probably have internet connection, Dr. Chau. We've admitted them earlier, but
Sure.
they're still joining.
All right. So put down in chat. What's your dream? What's your goal, guys? Come on. Miko, and turn on your camera. The more you can interact with me, the more I can give to you, right? The more you can interact with me, the more I can give to you. That's it. Okay. We're here for you, but it's hard to do business with somebody who we do business with people we like and trust. It's hard to like and trust somebody if we don't see them, right? Or we don't interact with them. So interact. You never know. You might meet your next partner here. You might meet your the right people. One opportunity, one community. That's all you need to break through, right? How many in here know that this is finally your time? This year, your year, right? What is your dream? What is your goal? And what is your challenges? Write down on the chat. So what are your biggest challenges as well? Okay. So that's why we're here. We're here to help you, right? And I want to pat yourself on the back too for showing up today for you and yourself and your family. That's the most important person is you. You is the most important person, right? Arthur, welcome. Welcome. Good to see you. Put down the chat. What are your dreams, your goal, and what is your biggest challenge as well? Okay. So let's go. Let's go. All right. So I'll do everything in my power to make it worth your while. But for right now, hats out on the back for being here because I know you guys could be doing a million other things right now. You chose to be here, not for me, okay, but for you. And I want to honor that because people actually, I respect people who actually step up and do whatever it takes for their dreams, their goal, their family, right? All right, so we're gonna get straight into it now. So I'm gonna talk about how I went from a trap corporate slave, actually immigrant with absolutely no English, no connections, nothing. So if you know English and you are in a better place than I was, and then I become a trap corporate slave to have absolute freedom with corporate housing, insurance housing, without the need to own any properties, have any employees, or even real estate experience. Okay. Now, of course, I do own some properties now, but you don't have to, right? And it's actually we help so many people scale very, very quickly without even having the need to do that because you don't need to own anything. You want to control everything. Write that down. You don't have to own anything. You want to control everything. Okay, and we're going to talk about that as well. So, and I'm talking about absolute freedom. And what I mean by that is not just money freedom, because a lot of doctor, lawyer have money freedom, right? But they don't have time freedom, right? The time freedom, what I mean is you can just take off for 3 months. The way me and my wife travel now, we took a one-way ticket to a country, and how long we like it, that's how long we're gonna stay. Okay. Last year was in Paris for the Olympics, happened once 100 years. And then we decided to stop by Santorini, right? And then we decided to stop by Tulum. It was like 3 months trip. Okay. And then after a few months after that, we book one-way ticket to Costa Rica. We stay there for another 2, 3 months. If we like it, we stay longer. That's freedom. That's time freedom, right? Whoever you are being mentored by, ask them, can they just take off like that for 3 months, right? That's time freedom. And then there's relationship freedom. Can you not talk to anybody you don't want to talk to, right? If you have a great business, you have time freedom, but then you have 1,000 of customers, or when the customer, 100 of clients that always bother you, or you don't have the control of your time, you can't say no, and you don't really have that freedom. Okay. And then lastly is the location freedom. You can do this from anywhere around the world. It's very rare that I have my MBA. I've been around a lot of multi-billionaires and my mentor as well. It's very rare that I find a business like this. I haven't found one yet. They're able to provide all kind of freedom, all for freedom, right? So I do everything in my power to make it worth your while. Stay to the end, and I will give you the blueprint on how you can do this as well. Okay, it will get better like the longer you stay, the more it's gonna get better for you. So definitely set aside the next 2 hours here, okay, for your future, for your life. How many here are seriously committed to your dreams, your goals, right? So, and put your credit card away. This is not a sales call, okay? I'm not trying to pitch. I know a lot of people do a lot of these webinars trying to pitch you at the end and all that. No, there's all value. So you can relax, put your credit card away. Don't worry about a thing. All I ask for in exchange for my time and my team here is actually cost us thousands of dollars to put up one of these events every time. And then we do it because I have over 300,000-400,000 followers, and this is a way for me to give back to my followers. And I'm really grateful for all you guys that have been following me for so much long. So, and we're also doing this for helping changing people's lives, right? And then you're gonna hear from some of my students today, like Miss Candy here, that on the call with us. She's a single mom, working several jobs, support this business. And if she can do this, anybody can do this, right? No excuses. Okay. So anyway, I invested over $1 million into my mindset and my strategy, literally over $1 million. Okay. In both formal education and informal education. And that is Discover, the one vehicle that has helped me to get that absolute financial freedom that I talked to you just now about. And that is this business. I haven't found any other one. I learned from the right people and I refuse to give up, right? Whether it's hanging out with Grant Cardone on his yacht with his family playing poker, or jumping in the cold plunge, hot plunge with Tony Robbins and actually travel around the world with his top elite, network. He's one of my mentor, okay? Or play chess with Sir Richard Branson on his own island. All these gentlemen are all billionaires with a B, right? What do you say to a billionaire? Okay, they don't need your money, right? They don't need you, you need them, okay? So it's very humble to be a part of their inner circle, and they also shouted us out to their community, and we have helped a lot of their communities to have success in this business. So whoever you are being mentored by, ask them, are they being mentored by billionaires, right? And are they able to be shouted out by billionaires, right? It's very rare. It's very, very rare for me to find somebody that able to do that. Okay. So just letting you know, think about it, right? Are we legit? Well, for me anyway, if somebody is billionaire can sniff you out from a mile away, right? And if they welcome you to their home, well, is that person legit or not? I let you decide on that. Okay. But the main thing I want to point out is always get a mentor, whether it's us or somebody, right? The best way to get to where you want to go is find the mentor that been there and done it. That way you can compress decades into days, literally decades into days. And that's what we're able to achieve with all these my billionaires mentors. But it's not about me, it's about the community and the opportunity that we have available for you guys. So for example, these two students met within our community, they partner up, and within 2 months, they did 2 deals and they replaced the income. That's why I said participate, right? Put down the chat. You never know. You might meet your next partner here. You might meet your next person that could open the doors for you. Say, give you a nugget, right? That will change your life forever, right? So like Arthur said, my dream is to go to achieve financial freedom in my retirement, retire early, right? Absolutely. Okay, good. Okay. Robert, keep the houses rented when we are snowboarding. Absolutely. Okay. And then we have insurance housing. Like Sunny here has 3 months insurance stay. How many in here want to have insurance stay that will pay 3 months in advance? Literally $12,000 overnight, or now they wire you, literally 3 month, 4 month, boom, like that. For family, go through disaster like fire, flood, hurricane, right? So it's a great thing for us to do in this business to be able to help that family. I know Arthur experienced that with his mom, right? To be able to help those families to stay together during time of crisis is an incredible, priceless thing to do, right? So how many mom, mother, father, grandfather, put some heart, some light in the chat, right? So these two individuals are moms, working moms, and my hats go off to working moms because like you guys have three different jobs. Okay. You're working full time, you're managing your kids, and then you're managing your husband. Okay. So I don't know how you guys do it, but it's three different jobs. Okay. So these two moms come to me and like, how am I gonna do it, Dr. Chow? I have all these kids running around. Where am I gonna find the time? I was like, if you just focus for the next 5, 10 hours a week, that's it. For the next year, again, like it's gonna change your life. And that's exactly what they did. It didn't take them a year, it literally took them only a few months. They replaced their income, right? Make $10,000 or more. And now they're making 20, 30,000 a month. And they tell you in one of the testimonial, they travel all the world every week. It's not just it's not like every few months anymore. Literally life of freedom, always on vacation. That's my motto. Okay. So my goal for this training to show you how to go beyond Airbnb, right? Because everybody know Airbnb. Okay. There's a ton of stuff out there about Airbnb and all of that, which is great. But how many people actually teach about corporate housing, insurance housing? I can tell you I started this journey 20 years ago is in real estate, 15 years ago when Airbnb just got started. And then 10 years ago, I pivoted over to corporate housing and it changed my life. And since then, I was the first one that broke the internet, went viral to share about corporate housing and insurance housing is the best model because I see the writing on the wall, Airbnb getting super saturated, super regulated, right? And everybody want something with the short-term rental people, okay? Because the hotel don't want you to win, the government trying to tax us, so much, right? So there's a lot of ways that you can overcome that with corporate housing, which I will go over. A little bit about myself as immigrant from third world country from Vietnam. Come over here, no English, no connection. We sleep on one mattress, four of us, literally one mattress in the ghetto. I would hear gunshots as I go to school, right? So I'm here to tell you, if you know English, you're in a much better position than I was. So that was me right there. We opened the door, we hit the fence. That's how big our place was. Okay. It's still a lot better than Vietnam. You see that shack in the background right there? See all these people, all my family there. We all fit in that little shack there, and we were one of the well-to-do family. Okay. So very grateful for the opportunities that we able to, receive here in the great country of America. So bottom line is this. It doesn't matter where you start from, you know, if you have a dream, you have a goal, you have the right mentor and the right community, and you don't give up, anything is possible for you. Okay. So my journey to freedom. How many of you here have been told, go to school, get good grade, become, you know, have a good professional job and you make it, right? I've been told that. Right? Everybody been told that. Okay. So guess what? Monkey see, monkey do sometime. Okay. That's what I did. I would sacrifice everything to become a doctor. Got my doctorate in pharmacy, got my white coat. I thought it was big shot, got my MBA as well, master in business, and jumped into management position right away. right? Running the whole pharmacy. Within 1 year, I won the Pharmacy of the Year award for a Fortune 1 company, the biggest company in the world. And I thought I made it. I'm like, Mom, Dad, I'm gonna take care of you the rest of my life. Don't worry about a thing. The next thing I know, they sat me down, corporate America, sat me down. Hey, say, great job. We're gonna give you a raise. I'm like, oh yes, financial freedom. Here we go. They gave me a 2% raise. Doesn't even keep up with inflation. Okay. Last time I checked, inflation now is like 10% a year, guys. Wake up. Okay. They're trying to lie to you about you. And I'm here to wake you. Imagine 10 years ago, everything double, your money lose about 50% every 10 years. Think about it. Okay. So if you're not making a 10% increase in your salary, you're losing big time. Okay. And then they cut my staff by 30% because they think that I can handle it. I mean, they know that I can handle it, right? So they will give me the tough places to work in, right? And I was like, I get punished for actually performing. It doesn't make any sense. And then I look at my mentor who been there 20, 30 years, and he's older. He got more health problems. He's still complaining, couldn't travel, couldn't do anything, spend time with his family. And I was like, that's where I'm heading. No, thank you. Okay. So whoever you are being mentored by at your workplace, at your job, that's where you're heading. If you don't like what you're saying, you might want to look for a different mentor, look for different ways. Okay. So I was there. Like I didn't have any lunch break. I worked through lunch. A lot of time driving an hour to work, an hour home, sacrifice everything for the corporate America, right? And I was like, man, this is like modern slavery, honestly. Okay. I was like, what kind of crap is that? So I was trapped. My mom was diagnosed with cancer as well at that time. So I was like, I gotta figure out something. Because I promised her and the family so many things and I couldn't accomplish any of that, even as a doctor. So I try everything that you can think of. From how many here try drop shipping, multi-level marketing? Put some heart in the chat. Okay. Day trading. Okay. Open up a franchise, traditional business, multi-family, be a realtor, traditional real estate. Okay. I done all the above. All of these make money. It does. But the thing is it passive? No. Okay. And if you keep in trading time for money, guess what you're gonna get? No time. And what is life made out of? Time. Right? And the older you get, the more you realize how valuable your time is. Right? So, for example, and then the model, these models take so much work. Like drop shipping and multi-level marketing, you need thousands of customers to make 10K a month. Who in here want to deal with thousands of people every month? Right? No thanks. Okay. Day trading. Everybody made money during COVID through investing, day trading, and thought they were a genius like I did. Okay. I made hundreds of thousands of dollars and then I lose it all in 1 week. It's called shaving the shippo. You heard that term before because the hedge funds manager is composed of hundreds of professionals, and then you, as a retail trader, think you can beat hundreds of professionals biting together. It doesn't work like that. Even Michael Jordan can be a game of basketball playing by himself, right? That's why most people go broke day trading, like 99.99% of the time. If you do it long enough, that's the key. Okay. Franchise restaurant, anybody do traditional business. My whole family has small businesses from nail salon, hair salon, dry cleaner, regular restaurant to, whatever we do it, right? The thing with traditional real estate or traditional restaurant is requires so much capital and so much overhead. You got to hire a bunch of employees. For example, that restaurant I opened, a big mistake, one of the biggest mistake, put in 400K, 2 years to build it, to know that I have a $50,000 a year job managing a bunch of teenagers. I was like, what did I sign up for? Okay. And then I got to sell it after I realized I made a mistake and I sold a loss, and there goes 4 years of my life. I can never get back. Don't do that to yourself, right? Traditional businesses got so much overhead, it's ridiculous, right? And then so much to manage. It's an overtime job. It's like an 80-hour work week, you know? Multifamily, y'all heard about, syndication, big deal, commercial, going to apartments building, investing for longer term. Yeah, it does work, but you need millions of dollars literally to make 10K a month. Like, who in here have millions of dollars to actually do that? If you do, then you probably don't need to be here. Okay. All right. And then multifamily, they tell you it's so easy to get a deal done. Guys, even at like my network is pretty vast. It's very hard to take down 100 unit. I mean, it's not easy. Okay. You need at least like a few $100,000 of play money to put in there, for them to take you seriously. Right. So it's very hard to get into. Be a realtor, traditional real estate. How many are realtor, mortgage broker, traditional real estate? I done that too. Okay. I made some money, but then I work nights and weekends. I would drop everything when my client called, right? And take them out for the whole weekend. That's why I call it there's no relationship freedom. Okay. I don't want to do that for the rest of my life. All right. So that's not work. I was frustrated. I was burned out. And I was trapped. Who here ever feel frustrated, burned out, or trapped right now? I was there. Okay. Because I was working full time, doing all these side hustle, like over 60, 80 hours a week. And I was lost. I was miserable and I was rock bottom. Still living paycheck and paycheck because literally, if you're only making like 100K, 200K in America these days, nothing. You know, you really got to make a lot more. And you got to have that time to take care of your family. But that is when I met somebody who gave me the epiphany. The epiphany is, what if you don't have to own the property to make money from it? What if you can rent a vacant home, furnish it, and then subleasing it and scale to freedom? Okay. This was like 15 years ago when Airbnb just got started. So they asked me a great question. Hey, does Airbnb own any properties? Put your answer in the chat, guys. Does Airbnb own any properties? Does Uber own any cars? Nope. Right? Right? They don't. They don't need to own it, but they can control it. Makes sense? So the lesson is you don't have to own anything. You can control everything, and they don't have to leverage. You can leverage other people properties. OPP, write that down. Leverage other people properties. The sky is the limit. The sky is the limit, right? Everybody know about leveraging other people money, but you leverage other people property, other people time of buying the property, rehabbing it, going through qualification, take them 5, 10 years to just buy one property. You can bypass all that and make money right now. Why not? Okay. So I was like, light bulb, light bulb. You're getting it? Right? Airbnb become the biggest real estate company in the world without owning any properties in the shortest amount of time. Within 10 years, it beat the Hilton. What took the Hilton 100 years to do, listen, guys, the Hilton took 100 years to do what it did. Airbnb come on the scene 10 years later, beat the Hilton. Why? Without owning any property. Because they know how to leverage other people's property. Got it? That's the key lesson here. You want to grow fast or you want to grow like 10 times slower? You want to get your freedom within months or you want to take 30 years? Life is short, guys. My mom had cancer when she was 48. Life is short. Okay? Very short for some people. So don't wait. Make it happen. Anyway, so I put out as a thank you for following me and all of that. I put out 5 slots for my consultation, 1 hour each with me directly. You got to qualify for it, but link is in the chat if you want to take up on that offer. Once the spot fill up, it's fill up. So for those of you who take advantage of that, look forward to see you on a one-on-one. Make sure that you in a quiet place, you're on a laptop. If you have a partner, your spouse, or somebody that you're in business with, make sure they are on as well. So therefore, we can make a productive meeting. We can make some decision if this is something that you want to take seriously. If not, it's all good, right? I wish you the best of luck. But for those who want to take this seriously and actually make it happen, we are there for those people. So the link's in the chat. Our old model is exchange time for money directly. Oh, thank you, baby. I appreciate it. My beautiful wife, give me a drink. That's what I love about freedom. Okay. Just work at home. Thank you, baby. Love you. Freedom isn't free. Fight for your freedom. Okay. Big time. I wouldn't trade the freedom I have with my wonderful, beautiful wife for nothing. I retired my parents, 12 years now, and thank God she's still alive, right? I had a cook, a maid, a big house for them, all paid for by this business, right? So money is not good or bad, it's just what you do with it, right? I retired. My wife is 15 years old. 15, it's a 15 years nurse, literally broke her back caring for patients, right? Missionary, a wonderful, wonderful girl. Okay. And now we're able to travel to work together. We're about to go on another international trip to beautiful Europe, the French Riviera, Amalfi Coast. Check it out. Lake Como. We'll be there, So, and how long we're gonna stay, who knows? But anyway, so the old model is exchange your time for money directly. 1 hour of your life, you go X amount of dollars. Salary is even worse. They overwork you and they underpay you. Okay. And they told us to put money into a safe place, retirement account. 50 years from now, you might still be alive and you might be able to enjoy it. If I tell you that, come on, guys, think about it. Does that make any sense for you? Have you ever wondered why? Okay, check this out. Does anybody know anybody that this model has actually worked for? Even if you know one person retire a decade millionaire, I'm talking about $10 million or more. You need at least that these days, or at least making like, 700,000 a year passively from this model when they retire. Y'all know a lot of people too, right? I do too. I ask this almost every week that I do this. I haven't find anybody, no one person that this happened for. Why? It's like unplugged from the Matrix, guys. I'm here to wake you the heck up, okay? Literally unplugged from the Matrix, one of my favorite movies. Have you ever wondered why that the people that this work for are the hedge funds manager, the banker, they in their 20s and 30s and drive private jets and eat caviar and all of that while you slaving away, and I was slaving away at a job too. Have you ever wonder why? Because this model is not written for you, for us, it's written for them. Guys, make sense? Wake up, right? This model is written for them. Okay? So, and then they tell you to trade your most precious commodity, which is your most precious life, which is your time, for a commodity, for money, which is literally like you can make unlimited up. They can printing money right now all the time. That's why you get so much inflation. Okay. So what is the new model? The answer, you got to find a way to make money while you sleep, guys. That's the biggest thing I can leave you. What is the ultimate freedom? What is the holy grail to financial freedom? Put down the chat. What do you guys think is the holy grail to financial freedom? Is it the house that you bought? Is it your degree? Is it your job? Is it your prestige? What is it, guys? So I flew all over the world, learned from so many billionaires, right? The one thing that they all have in common is this: the holy grail to financial freedom is, write this down, MSIs backed up by real estate, multiple sources of income backed up by real estate. That's the holy grail to financial freedom. Why? Guys, think about it. For thousands of years now, you guys watch the old movies, the kings, the queen, the noble, they always go have fun, party, always have money. Why? Because they have real estate that they rented out for the peasants to make money, passive income. Hello, that's why they have time and freedom, right? So now we are not born of nobility, usually, right? With a silver spoon in our mouth. So how do we do that? The quickest way for us to get real estate is to leverage somebody else's real estate, adding value to it and make money from it and make it win-win for everybody. Make sense? Okay. So create an equitable, scalable business model where you do not directly exchange your time for money. You want to earn money while you sleep, and then you time that by reinvesting into your business for years to come, and then you have multiple sources of income backed up by real estate. So everybody, all your problems go away. Imagine right now, if you have 10 houses, make you $20,000 a month or more. Imagine that. You have 10 houses, making you money in your sleep. You don't have to work tomorrow. You don't want to. You make $20,000, $30,000 every month. How do you feel? Right? That's all you need. That's all you need, guys, to get freedom. Rest of your life. Okay? Who cares if you have like a bunch of assets, but it doesn't give you cash flow? Right? Who cares if you have $1 million in the stock market, but it's not giving you any money every month? Or you're in crypto, but you're losing money, or you might risk everything. Right? It's all about cash flow, right? Right? Cash flow equal freedom. Cash flow equal freedom. And guys, if you guys have one source of income right now, you guys are in a very dangerous place, because knock on wood, God forbid, but something happened to you, what happened to your income? Like me, I was a doctor, I was making six figures, but every night I couldn't sleep because I was like, oh shit, if I make one mistake, I could lose my job, or I could lose my license, or the company downsize, or AI replace me. So many variable, and then I'm F, because if I lost my income as a pharmacist back then, think about it, you too, right? If you have one source of income, who's gonna take care of your family? And if you buy a house, but if you have a mortgage on it, who really own the house? The bank own the house, not you. If you miss three payment, guess what? Foreclosure. Bye-bye. There goes your house. There goes your down payment. Right? So I was like, oh man, I got to figure out some way to have multiple sources of income and backed up by real estate. That's the key too, because a lot of people trying to, like I did too. I thought multiple sources of income is like do a bunch of side hustle, right? But do all kinds of side hustle, do a multi-level marketing over here, drop shipping over here, day trading over here, do a real estate on the side. That's just like 3, 4 different jobs that work you to your grave. That's not what you want. Okay. It's multiple houses that give you passive income. Each of these houses is one stream of income, right? And if you can expand to 10 houses, you got freedom. You got freedom, baby. That's it. Make 20, 30,000 a month. There's nothing. Tell me, is there anything you guys going to solve with 20, 30,000 a month coming in passively, working 4 hour a week? The 4 hour work week is true with this business. Why? Because every other business, you need to see the client, right? You need to spend time with the client to make the money from, right? With either selling a product or a service, you have to see the client to make the money from. Okay. Doctor and lawyer, they're making a bunch of money, but guess what? They work 80, 90 hours a week and never see their family. What's the point? You know, business owner too. They get stuck and tied down to that location, right? Real estate, here's why you got freedom, because you're rented before, right? When was the last time you want to talk to your landlord? Anybody want to talk to their landlord? No, that's the last person you want to talk to, right? Like, leave me the hell alone, okay? I want my privacy. I want my freedom. Well, guess what? If you are the landlord, that's freedom for you. Make sense? So that's why we're able to just work 4-hour work week. You don't have to go and knock on their door and make them coffee and stuff like that. They don't want to even see you. What kind of business can you do? The clients don't want to see you. They don't need to talk to you, and they wire your monthly income. Only in real estate. Now it get better. Is once I figured out that corporate companies is 100 times better than individual. How many have individuals tenant? You know what I'm talking about, right? If you are lucky, you got a good tenant, all good. But all it takes is one bad tenant, there goes your $1 million home. You know, there goes your 50K rehab, right? There goes your eviction, go to court, another 50K a year wasted your life. Anybody experienced that, right? So you got to figure out a way to get companies. Why? Because they have the money, guys. 50K, 100K for a company is like chump change. Okay? They can just like, here you go. I mean, guess how many evictions we had to deal with for the past 10 years when we deal with companies, insurance company, not just me, but hundreds of my members. Zero. Exactly right. I like that number. Okay? That's what. So anyway, the hard way is on your own. I had to figure out everything on myself, right? Literally a long time ago. I know I look young, but I'm like a dinosaur in this industry because I started back when there was like no YouTube, no social media, nothing. So I had to figure all this stuff out myself. I had to close down more than 10 of these houses. I lost literally thousands of hours, hundreds of thousands of dollars, actually millions of dollars now if you're looking at the opportunity cost. But the good news is I can save you from these nightmares. You don't have to go through what I go through. Okay. Because I had no mentor, I had no support group, no help with all the little stuff. But now you do. Now, no excuses for you, right? Even with that, I scaled 20 something of these corporate housing and make 6 figure within months. Why is this different? Because clients stay for months instead of days. Months, 3 months to 6 months, instead of short term, 3 days to 6 days. So just that right there, question, if your clients stay 30 times longer, how much less work do you have to do? 30 times less, right? That's why comparing this to a short-term rental, your workload is 30 times less, literally, because the clients stay for 3 months to 6 months instead of 3 days to 6 days. Makes sense? So, I mean, what you got to do when they check in and they're going to stay for 3 months to 6 months? Nothing, guys. Literally nothing. If something broke, guess what? They call my manager. My manager called the best plumber, AC guy, whatever, fix it. They don't even call me. They only call my manager only call me if there's like emergency or something like that. Okay. Right. So that's why much less management, 10 times more freedom, right? 10 times less management, 10 times more freedom. You make 2 times the market rent while minimize management. Why do company pay 2 times the market rent? Because it's fully furnished, all expenses paid, and they don't want to go out and do the work. They don't have time for that. They'd rather pay somebody like us to do it. Make sense? And then you escape a lot of regulation and a lot of tax exempt. Knock on wood, and a disclaimer, we are not tax attorney. There's not financial legal advice. This is my personal opinion. Take it or leave it. Okay. This business, I literally mentor people who make 6 figures, who pay 6 figure in taxes, not make 6 figure in taxes every year, guys, just because they don't have a business that they have a lot of write-off. This is my opinion, but real estate, if you look at the statistic, has the most amount of write-off. Okay. Because everywhere you go, you see real estate. Think about it. Okay. So everywhere you go, even we go to Europe, guess what we look at? Real estate. Guess what we talk about? Real estate. You get it? So that's why this business that's why the wealthy always have real estate, always into real estate. Okay. And then regulation. Short-term rental, so much regulation, you don't want to deal with it. Midterm, over 30 days, you escape like 90% of the regulation. Okay. That's why I love this business. It's 10 times less headaches and risk because it's business to business versus business to consumer. You rent out regular risk that you rent out to mom and pop. Everything great. They're great people. But guess what? If they lose their job, if they have health problem, what happened to what percentage of people? 100% of people, guys. Everybody go through it. Either job loss or health loss, right? It's gonna happen. Whether it's just time, how long it's gonna take. And guess what? You can't kick them out on the street, right? What are you gonna do? 3 months, 6 months eviction, a ton of money and time. And when they move out, you got to do a ton of rehab. There's no profit in long-term rental. You know that, right? In short-term rental, nowadays, there's really no profit either. With vacation rental, how many in here take vacations nowadays? Not many. That's the first thing people cut in a recession, right? The first thing people cut. It is what it is. Well, guess what? If you do company, how many here still show up for their job? Right? How many here still show up if their family have a knock on wood, but if your house got burned down or flood, you guys still need a place to stay, right? That's why it's business to business, 10 times better. That's why we have no eviction, no headache, company pay, and if one of the employees like have health problem, whatever, guess what? They just put somebody else in. They still pay. It's chump change for them. 50K, 100K is chump change for them. They're not going to ruin their reputation. So the question you should ask yourself is, who is your ideal client? Write that down. Who is your ideal client? That one question changed my life. Because back then, I was carrying, I started out with long-term rental, right? And the thing with long-term rental, I mean, it took me 3 to 5 years, like many of you, save up the money, buy a house, rent it out. And I was making, after mortgages and everything, thousands of dollars of expenses, I was making $300, $500 a month. And I was like, I need 10K a month back then, which is like 20K a month now. So it took me 3 to 5 years to buy a house to make $300 a month. How many houses does I need to make 10,000 a month? 30 houses. If it took me 3 to 5 years, how long did it take me to buy 30 houses? We're using that strategy. 100 years, 250 years. How many here have 100 years? Nobody, right? So now imagine when you leverage somebody else's property, for one house that you buy, you can rent 10 houses. You literally one house that you buy for the rehab, for the down payment, all that, you can go out there and rent 10 houses. And with the 10 houses, instead of you making just a few $100, now you're making 20,000 a month, 2,000 a month each, because you rent out the company with furnish. You guys get me? And then you get your freedom within months. So that's why we went viral and built this community for a reason, right? And that's why we have a lot of billionaires community as well. Okay. So as far as the community goes, yeah, I'm gonna share this with you, so you guys know a little bit more about the community. The link is in the chat. We have hundreds and hundreds officially leave testimonials. Okay. So pop that link in the chat. And then after this, I'm gonna jump straight into how to find a deal. What is a good deal versus bad deal? Maybe I'll bring on a student here if Candy is still here, or some of my student here, and then we'll take it from there. Okay. But and I forgot to mention, how many here want me to analyze your deal, your market? Okay. I will give 3 people that opportunity as long as you participate in the chat. So I'm gonna watch you guys. Okay, whoever participate, I'm gonna reward. Okay, so definitely participate.
In
Okay?
my pharmacist career, the job next month.
My
I'm gonna be
God.
drafting my resignation letter Well, I have other additions that I'm gonna focus on that and then the corporate housing.
Guys, how much are you making now?
Well, on average, $20,000. Last month was my biggest month, of course. I grossed $50,000.
Wow.
First time.
How long did it take you to get there?
9 months now?
How long did it take you to make your promises?
Forever.
Actually got 2 appointments on Tuesday for 2 houses.
Nice.
And I've made a personal goal to at least get 8 houses before the end of the year.
Yeah.
And I'm going to do everything I can to beat that number.
That's 20K a month. That's
We started 5 months ago, and since then, an average of 1 every month. I'm at 6 right now. Just talked to another landlord last night. Looks like we'll probably sign number 7 here next week. It's exciting.
right. How much are we making with this?
About 12,000 a month.
1,000 a month. Yeah.
Um,
So peaceful, man. Look at this guy. He's he's glowing. He got money on his face, man.
I've been doing about 1 a month, but I think in the next 12 months, I want to do 20 in the next 12 months.
I'm a realtor in San Antonio. Life before was good, but life now is great. I started in mid-May or something like that. Got my property in June. Took about 2 weeks, furnished it, launched it. Less than 24 hours after that, I got a booking, and I've been 100% booked ever since.
Let's go. And how much profit are you making on that property per month?
I net about $3K a month from that property.
Yeah, you're not really doing much of anything, right?
Yeah, I'm not doing nothing. The network you provide, man. The tools you provide, people we're around. You teach us so much knowledge, man.
I met Dr. Chau at one of the Tony Robbins events, and he told me about this business. So I decided to take action right away. My wife really loved this idea. It took me about a couple of weeks. I got the place fixed up. It looked good. The first house, I averaged about $7,000 profit.
A month, by the way.
I really like the program. Everything is good. I'm working on my second property. It's just that because I've been doing it for 3 months. So if I would have had 3 houses, I probably would have had another 50K or something in my pocket. So yeah, it's good money, easy money. You'll be in some beach somewhere and just, getting paid. So that's cool.
I am a student with Dr. Chow's mentorship. We finally got our rentals, our arbitrage, so everything's going good. We got our bookings. And yesterday we joined the elite. Honestly, with this, we get to know everything Dr. Chow knows. We get to be personal friends with him. It's so much like education because the value, it's way more than what he says. And in my opinion, it's the greatest thing that he's gonna do for everyone in this room. Thank you, Dr. Chow.
And how old are you?
I'm 15.
Let's go.
Let's go. Okay, so guys, if a 15 years old, a truck driver, by the way, one of the gentlemen that's a truck driver, the one that have over 12 houses right there, and a single mom, the first one is found as a single mom, can do this. Anybody can do this, right? And I will literally hundreds of testimonials. They go on and on and on and on and on and on and on. Okay. So anyway, let's get down to it. So for those of you who want to be a part of our community, we don't accept just anybody as well. We want to make sure it's a good fit for us. So 3 things we look for. Number 1 is being coachable. On scale 1 to 10, how coachable are you? Number 2, positive attitude. No negativity allowed in the community. Number 3, are you a giver, not just a taker, right? If that sounds like you, and you want to apply to be a part of one of the greatest community, the greatest one for the corporate housing, then the link is in the chat. You can book an hour call with me as well. So my spots, I only have a few spots left. I open only 5 of them. So only apply if you're serious. Okay, so the link is in the chat. Click on that and apply and go from there. Okay. Next, we're gonna go over the nuts and bolts of this business. We're gonna go straight into how to analyze a deal as well. But before I do that, Candy, are you here? I want to introduce you to one of my students real quick and do a quick interview. You are here, then definitely highlight her as well.
Hello.
Okay.
I'm
Hi,
here
Candy.
with Dr.
Everybody, welcome.
Yeah.
Candy. Candy, tell us where you from. I mean, where you at now, and what do you do? And also, what's your story? And what you learn about us from us?
Yeah. Just yeah. Hello. Yes, I've been joining Dr. Chow class around like last year September. So I don't for this area. I don't know anything about. So I got the like first starting, but it just I get learned a lot from Dr. Chow, and this is anytime I have any issue with like something, so I have him to support. So this is a really I feel like it's more important because in this area you even though you know something but it's experience give you how to solving the problem with everything like that. So it's a really I really like grateful, and I feel like I have second, like just only the not only my job, so I have a like few jobs and do here and there, but I just feel like this area I have will put more effort and have an opportunity to like work for myself instead of like it just work for someone else certain time they like so I work for like multi job, but some certain thing is I feel like oh sometimes the up and down, and you just really depend on the like I also work for the like like I kind of the job like it just you really think like sometimes they want to cut the hour, they cut it, sometimes they give more and then pay whatever you giving out. It's just like very just feel like you worth it more than that but so I just feel like at the same time I leave the job, but I feel like this is the opportunity to do something, and that's is the if you work hard on it, you get the effort, put the effort on it, you get the result for yourself.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
So
And how is our mentorship and community help you with this business?
So yeah, with this business, if like I just starting joy last year, but from there so I get into like open my LLC and then get the unit, and the client working like the community and the mentor. So Dr. Chow is really good to support, and every week the the have a meeting like that every like consistently have a 2 day meeting, so any question I have, so I always have the community and Dr. Chow here to support. So that's it's a very peaceful mind. Like yeah, and then that's I feel like whenever you have one the client came in and living like I have the unit right now with the client living, and then when the client living inside, and then they didn't borrow me almost 3 months, so it's every month I get the money in, so that's just the good thing. So I just feel
Yeah.
like yeah, I talk to my son, and then okay, when he get the summertime, he finishes like the high school and get the summertime have a break, so we work more than the other unit to get
Yeah.
into that's income.
Yes, and Candy is really inspiring for me and the whole community, really, because she's a single mom. She worked multiple jobs, so she's the busiest person of anybody I know, right? And even with that, she find the time, and because of our community and the mentorship, she able to make it happen. So there's literally no excuses if you don't have the time, you think you're busy and all of that, right? Um, could you have done it without our help, without us?
No, because yeah, everything.
Why?
Yeah, because the first I don't know anything in this area, and I have a people like helping the my friends. They have the unit for Airbnb, but I don't have experience on this area. And second things, I feel like when they go inside this area, I have a lot of something come up with something like the problem solving and like a lot of thing you have a lot of experience, so that is the good thing. That is a peaceful mind, like in especially have enough experience to work in on this area. This
Mhm.
everything you need to invest on it, even like education, even the real everything need to invest invest the time, money, invest that to be get the result.
Yes,
Right. Yeah.
absolutely. What
Yeah.
what would you tell? What's the last thing you want to tell people who's, maybe a little scared, little, they don't know what about the community, or they have some just limiting belief. I know the economy could be tough right now with people. What would you tell people?
Yeah, so I would like if anyone have need to be have something to prepare and build it. So it's nothing like it just came in and right away you get something. So like at least they something, even though say you have a business, you have a job, you have anything, but this is the side work. You if you fast, you can like couple months you get into that, 3 months. But for me, like kind of conservative, so I get a 1 unit, 2 unit, and then make sure that everything run good, and then that's just the I get in more. So I just like really good to get into this area because the opportunity is huge all around. But even though every like the economy right now is not good for every industry, but as soon you put all effort and then have every experience, and then you go from there, get like get bigger, like slowly get bigger, not too much put all like you renting a lot of unit or something like that. So I just yeah, just like get
Okay,
into
very
the
good.
point. Yeah.
Awesome. All right, thank you, Candy. Appreciate you. Okay,
Yeah. You,
have a good one. So, guys, if Candy, a single mom, without like the best opportunity or the English, can do this, what's your excuse, right? So literally, no excuses, right? So anyway, Arthur, I saw your question here. What guarantee there is all the property that I will get maintain their cash flow long term, like 3 to 4 years after I get the properties? Okay, great question. So the only guarantee in life is death and taxes. Okay. If anybody tells you otherwise, they're lying to you. All right. So welcome to entrepreneurship. Okay. But what I can guarantee you is that if you don't do this, for not just you, but for everybody else, you're gonna be stuck in a job for the rest of your life. Is that what you really want to do? You're gonna be working for the next 30, 40 years, slaving away 40, 50 hours a week, missing your family time, getting older, getting health challenges, and knock on wood, one day you can perform anymore, right? And what's your family gonna do? What are you gonna do? One day AI can replace you, your job, a lot of variable can happen. That I can guarantee you. Yeah, right. So just hey, welcome to entrepreneurship. Nothing is guaranteed except you want to put as much on in your favor as possible. Okay. You want to make educated bets, right? So, for example, if you only have one property, right, and you only have one shot at that, yeah, you're in a very dangerous place. But if you have 10 properties in 10 different, you know, places, doesn't have to be different cities, but different markets. And if one of them don't work out and 9 of them work out, make you 18K a month, is that okay? You're not making 20K a month, but you're making 18K a month. Is that okay? Right? Yes. For me, it is. But if you have one property and if it doesn't work out and you're losing 4,000 a month, how many months can you sustain that? You see? And if you do it by yourself versus if you do it with a community that have over 10, 20 years experience, which one will give you a better chance of actually making it a success? You see? So that's what my mentor, my billionaire's mentor always said, you want to compress decades into days, right? Decades into days. You know, the people that make it fast, they learn how to buy back their time. They learn how to, the biggest hack is get somebody who have done what you've done, mimic, model, master, and multiply. Okay. That's the biggest hack. That's the biggest hack. Otherwise, you're gonna be wasting many, many years, wander aimlessly, trying to find the way. So, yes, absolutely. Okay, so let's dive straight into the content. I want to give you guys a lot more content here, and I am very aware of time. I always want to pack as much as I can in here for you guys. So let me go into what make a good deal versus bad deal. Who here want to know a good deal versus bad deal, right? So how do you guys pick the right location as well, and how do you do it? So let's go straight into it. I'm gonna do a live. How many want to see me analyze deals live right now? Okay, so let's jump straight into it. Okay, there are three H's. The secret is three H's. You don't need a bunch of software. You don't need to pay a bunch. I know a lot of short-term guru tell you to sign up a bunch of software, pay thousands of dollars a month. I don't want that for you. I want to save you guys as much money as possible. Okay, you don't need all of that. What you need is this, the 3H system: highways, hospitals, and hotels. Write that down. Okay, so who in here have a market or a property that you want me to analyze? I can find the deals for you right now. Put down the chat. Okay. Take advantage of this, guys. People pay me thousands of dollars to do this for them. So what market, what property you want me to analyze? Put down in the chat, and I will analyze for you right now, live. And I will tell you if it's a good deal or bad deal right away. Come on, guys. Chop, chop. All right. Northwich, Connecticut. Okay. Arthur, let's go. So you want to go to Google Map and you want to pop the address in. Okay. And you want to look at highways first. Why? Because the government put in $1 trillion to build highway system. Attention flow, money flow. Put that down. Where attention flow, money flow. So when two highway intersect, right? When two highway intersect, that's where the money is. Okay. That's the best part, is when two highway intersect, right? So you can see here, this property is at the intersection of two highways. So that's good. That's 165 and 2, right? Yeah, so the highways check, right? When two highway intersect. The second H is hospitals. Okay. What are some hospitals around? Any hospital around here? Okay, there's several possible hospital here. Okay, there you go. Then the third, if the hospital put down $1 billion into building it, they have done their research. Don't you think they've done their research, right? Exactly. Okay. And then hotels. If a hotels put in 10 million to 100 million to build the Hyatt, right? The spa, the Hampton, the nicer hotel, right? They done the research. Okay. So there's some hotels around as well. Good. All right. Now, the other H I'm giving as a bonus. Usually only share this with my students is healthy grocery stores. So these are why? Because only sophisticated people who have money actually, can buy organic stuff, right? Healthy stuff. So that means that the market or the neighborhood is good. So there's some healthy grocery store around. Somewhat, right? Somewhat. Okay. So we're looking for more like Sprout, Whole Food, Trader Joe, right? Healthy nuts, the health nut store, basically. Okay. So overall, the location, I give it an 8 out of 10, which is good. Location, 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 right? Location is the most important. All right. So location, location, location. All right. So you do have potential there in this property and you can do this business with. And yeah, that's good. Okay, let's go to the next one. And I know that we have a one-on-one, so we're gonna go deeper into it tomorrow with you. So let me see if I can help another person here with their market. Near large hospital, okay. Who in here? Okay, okay, Seattle, Concord. 10 minutes from the highway. Okay, good, good. Yeah, highway, hospital, hotel. Okay. Anybody in here with a market that you want me to look at to find a deal for you? Okay. So let me pop this in here. Voorhees, New Jersey. Voorhees, New Jersey. All right. So what kind of the first thing you want to look for is the location. After the location, you want to find the houses, right? So Voorhees.
Dr. Chau, you're not sharing your screen.
Oh, I'm not? Okay. Oh, have I not been sharing my screen this whole time? Let me know if I haven't, guys. I'm sorry about that. Then have I been sharing my screen this whole time or no?
No, sorry, I just noticed it now.
Oh shoot. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. Yeah. So let's look at Voorhees Township. Guys, my team, you gotta stay on top of that, okay? So, okay, so let's check this out. Let's check this place out. It's outside Philadelphia. So is it near highways? Two highways intersection. There's 295 running here. Okay, it's a little bit out there, but that doesn't mean that it couldn't work. So let's look at hospital. There's several hospital close by, so that's good. That's really good. Because again, hospital drop over $1 billion into build it, right? Usually. So they're then gonna do their research. Okay. And there's hotels. There's hotels nearby. Okay. The more cluster, the bigger cluster is up here, right? And up here. So I would expand. So I would go like right here, where my circle is. You see where a bunch of hotels are? That's where I would go. And here. So I will expand this in 3 different markets. Why? Because you're gonna double down. Out of the 3, you pick the best one and double down on that, right? So boom, this market here, here, here. And then we put healthy grocery store. So healthy grocery store. Sprouts, bing, bing, ding, ding, ding. Okay. Whole food, ding, ding, ding. Boom. Natural health. Okay. So this whole area right here is fantastic, right? A great market. Okay, has all the 4 H's, highway crossing and all of that. So what you do is you go into Zillow and you want to search for that area. What kind of property you look for? Single family home is best. 4 bedroom, 2.5 bath is the sweet spot. If not, 3 bedroom, 2 bath is okay as well, right? So Voorhees Township, New Jersey. Okay. So there you go, right? And then home type, house this entire place. Now, this does work for condos and apartments, of course, it does, right? But if you're gonna expand your business, why not single family home is a lot better, right? You have allow small dogs, allow small cats would be fantastic. You know, if you have your own place, you don't want that, that's fine too. I can understand that. But if you're looking for something that you can expand the business with, that will be a good thing that will give you more clients. Now, the low-hanging fruit is when you can click on furnish, because a lot of people don't even know what they're doing and they need help, right? Just imagine you can help them once you learn this skill set. So look how many property. So we're not going to click on furnace right now to show you. Click on remove boundaries. Okay. Look how many properties are for rent. Right. So instead of you buying a property, okay, instead of you buying a property and put in like 50K, 100K to buy it, another 50K, 100K to rehab it, you can literally rent one for like a few $1,000, right? That's why your risk is very small. And then you can also do, I haven't even touched about co-hosting or managing zero money down strategy, where you don't even have to put any money down, and then you can still make amazing income. Okay. So look, there's so many properties here that you can get into for only a few $1,000. And you can charge corporate about double this amount based on our experience, about double what the average. So the average here is about 3,000 to 4,000, or you can charge corporate 6,000 to 8,000. And if you rent it for 3,000 and you rent it to company for 60, that's how you make about $2,000 a month, sometimes 3,000 a month. It makes sense. How many of those do you need to hit your 10K, 20K goal? 5 to 10. And if you do one a month, you can hit it in 5 to 10 months. If you do 2 a month, you can hit it in 3 to 6 months. One of my fastest students did it in 1 month because he's like, hey, I want to retire. I don't want to just mess with this. I'm going to focus. Within 1 month, he did 5 deals, hit 15K a month, retire on the beach, rest his life. I mean, so I don't want to hold you guys back. But you see how fast you can do this, right? How easy it is to really get into this. And guess what? If you click on furnish, those are such low-hanging fruit. Let somebody else furnish it. Okay. Let somebody else rehab it, put their life savings into the property. You roll in like a boss and say, hey, I have corporate connection. I have a community of people. I have, now that you know us, right? And you're part of our mentorship, you can ethically say that instead of just say, I'm new, it's my first one, they're not going to give you the property, right? That's why the community is so important. That's why the track record is so important. With us, you can say, hey, I'm a part of a nationwide corporate housing network. We have done hundreds of these deals nationwide, right? And we want to see if your property qualifies for what we do. If it is, we do X, Y, and Z for you. You see? So it's about understanding leverage, okay? So these are low-hanging fruit. Because look, they already have the furniture ready. They're already fully furnished, okay? And they're renting it for 4,000. This person don't know what they have. Because without connection, I'm very confident to get at least 6,000 to 8,000 for this property. Boom. Property owner. How did I know that? You want property owner, not management company. Okay. Management company can work. It's just that most of the time they know the value what they got, and then they're not very flexible. Property owner can be as flexible as they want. It's their property. You see? So boom, right? So this person don't have the connection that we have, don't know what we know, right? And pictures tells a lot because it's not professional, right? That's the number one telltale sign that this person don't know what they're doing. Okay. So you can come in with all the stuff that we know, and then with all the connections that we have, we can rent this out for 7,000, 8,000 a month. And then that's how you make 3K a month. Boom. You see how fast you can do this? Just a few of these, you hit your 10K a month goal, and then you travel reward, don't have to work for nobody anymore. How's that? Okay. Right. So there you go. I found a deal for you. Literally within minutes. Within minutes. Fully furnished, ready to roll. Right. I do it live for you here too. So this is not like a screen, like this is live. You can go on literally zero right now and look at this. You can call this person right now. Okay. So show you for real how you can do this as fast as you can right now. Okay. Um, and then what do you say when you find these deals, right? So I'm gonna go over that. Oh, because of time. I'm sorry, Miko and Melody. For other people with their properties, book a call with me in the link, and I promise I will help you on that call. Because right now we don't have the time to go further into this. I want to give you a good example. I want to give you as much value as possible. So I'm gonna go into what to say when you talk to these people, right? Um, so for arbitrage, why would somebody give you the property? Okay. Why would somebody give you the property? Because you're gonna be their last and best tenant they ever need, right? You're gonna get the landlord to literally back you to do business with them. Okay. Oh, and why do we do rent instead of buying a property? I'm all about owning real estate, right? But it's scales so slow. Okay. 5, 10 years to buy one. And then how many more can you buy? Another 5 to 10 years? If you need 5 property, that's gonna take like 20, 30 years. But you can rent 5 properties in a month if you want to and make money right now, right? And then it's not your property, so even if it burned down, hey, guess what? Too bad, but you just move to another house. You see? So very, very flexible, very, very low risk for you, and asymmetrical risk to reward. So you gotta know the difference between short term and mid term. The biggest thing that I didn't mention is management. For short term, management is a pain in the butt. Big time. For each property that you do short term, you can do 10 corporate housing because the length of stay is like 20, 30 times longer, right? Okay. So what do you tell to the landlord? Why would they do it? Number one, Mr. Landlord, we will take care of the property like it's our own because it's our business. We're gonna be the best and last tenant you ever need. Why? Because it's our business, our livelihood. Number two, we get professionally clean every few months. We pay for it. Number three, any repairs under $200 a month, we get it fixed ourselves. We're not really gonna call you in the middle of the night. You basically have a free manager. And our clients are professional with people who already have careers. They are professional, right? Or they are homeowner with their own home who going through, disaster. They have home owner insurance. So they're very, very good people. They're already been proven. And they don't want to do anything to jeopardize their job, right? So boom. So ask the landlord, the property owner, has anybody offer you these things? Chances are that nobody offered them these things unless they're like my students. Makes sense? So we're adding way more value to the landlord. If you're a landlord right now, and if you have, you know, if I tell you all of this, would you rather like at least open for a conversation? Right? So that's why it's a win-win for both. And it's actually the landlord need you more than you need them once you figure this skill set out. right? Because now you can interview a bunch of people. You don't need to. I tell my students all the time, all you need is literally like a couple of good landlord partner. You're looking for partners. You can scale this very quickly, and all you need is really a few good landlord, a few good partners, and then you get 5, 10 properties. You make 10, 20K a month, retire, travel around the world, have fun. You see? So that's why we're gonna be the best last tenant, and the rest will come from referral. I mean, I have one client, one landlord that give me like one property every single few months. Over 10 property from that one referral, if you do it right, if you be their last and best tenant, right? So inside our training, we have a 7-figure script. That's why I do role play every week with my students. That's how we're able to get somebody very, very fast to be successful at this. Doesn't matter what your background is. Okay, so SEO, all of that. Okay, let me bypass all of this and see what's important so I can just tell you because of time here. Okay, the FAST method. Oh, the 4-step proprietary system. FAST, find the right location, ask to sublease, S, set up to stand out, and then T is to tap into the corporate clients. Okay. So we talk about how to find the right location, what is a good deal versus bad deal, and then we talk about how to ask to sublease. Okay. Now we don't have time to go into the rest, but I'm going to tell you another big strategy because a lot of people don't have a lot of money to expand, right? So, or if they have kids that they want them to do it, but they don't have a lot of resources. So how would you like to do this with zero money down? You don't even have to pay rent and you can still leverage somebody else's property. Okay, the key here is co-hosting or managing or consulting, whatever you want to call it. Okay, but you can actually do that and adding value to people and actually make a lot of passive income with zero money down, with zero risk. Okay. So let me go over to that slide here and share this with you. Okay. So zero money down strategy. Okay. Isn't that awesome? Where you can leverage somebody else's property and you don't even have to pay rent. Love it, right? So, and also my billionaire mentor always asks, how do you mitigate risk? And what is the risk to reward ratio? That's why I love my billionaire mentor. So if you buy a property, you're risking, let's say 100K. If you lose 100K, right? Knock on wood, worst case scenario, right? That's your biggest loss. How many 100K can you lose? How many years of your life did you take to save up the 100K? And if you win, let's say you win 100K. So that's only a 1-to-1 ratio. But with this, if you put no money down and you're able to make, whatever amount of money you make, usually up 10 to 20K a year per property, what kind of return is that? Infinite return, right? Now, disclaimer, it's not financial legal advice, all of that, okay? But think about it. Understanding the profit. If you rent it vacant, it's 3,000. You sublease it, it's 6,000, for example. When you do co-hosting or management or consulting, whatever you want to call it, you make about 20% of the 6,000. So you're making $1,200 a month. Okay. Or more. Some stage you make more, depending on how much you can sublease it for. Minus utilities, minus vacancy, 10%. Also all factor in here, right? Net rent to the owner is 3,700. Extra cash flow to the owner is 700. So remember, the owner usually only make 10% of traditional rental after mortgages and everything, right? So they usually only make $300, and now they make $1,000. You triple their cash flow. You're gonna be their best friend. If I come and triple your cash flow, trust me, right? I'm gonna be your best friend, right? Why? Because we're solving landlord problem. What are the major problems the landlord have or challenges? Number one, tenants can squat Eviction, take time, money, energy. They don't want to deal with that. Well, guess what? Our track record, no eviction for the past 10 years, hundreds of properties, nationwide, hundreds of partners, right? Secondly, maintaining the property. You know, they gotta fix the toilet. If they do short term, sometimes they go out there and clean it because the cleaner don't show up or do a good job. I mean, it's a pain. Who in here want to go and clean toilet? Nobody. Okay. But when we manage, because it's corporate, because people pay a lot of money, company have a lot of resources, we can hire people and take care of all that for the landlord. You see, it's all about adding value to the landlord. And then if the owner manages the property, they usually don't make any profit because all they know is rent it out long term, traditional rental, right? Or they don't know how to get a corporate clients, or they do Airbnb short term and they don't get half the time they don't get any booking because if you do just short term, guys, the occupancy rate of a short term rental is only about 50% of the time because most short term are vacationer, and guess what? They only take vacation during usually the weekend, right? So there's gaps within your calendar, big gaps. And now with the whole war going on, nobody really traveling much anymore, right? So, and then with short term, you're only making money like a few months out of the year. This you make money most of the all the time because they stay for 3 months, 6 months, but 90% of the time they actually extend. Because for those of you who work for corporate America, has any projects ever finished on time? Like very rare, right? Maybe 10%. Okay. Yes, all the shaking his head, if y'all do renovation, has any of your renovation actually finished on time? No. You see? So when you rent out to corporate or insurance housing, you have like a 90% extension rate. But vacation rental, how many in here actually extend their vacation? Very slim, right? So that's why I love corporate because they book for 2 months, but they end up staying for 6 all the time. And guess what? It's like free money. Every month it's like, hey, can I extend my for 2 more months? All my team gotta do is hit yes. They wire you the money right away. Okay. That's like the quickest 2,000 a month that you can make right there. 3,000 a month, like that. Every single month. Every single month, like that. That's what I love. Okay. So how do you pitch the landlord? Mr. Landlord, how would you like to double or triple your cash flow while I do all the work? Boom. Who doesn't want that? Right? So with co-hosting or management, this would be a really great fit if you don't have a lot of money, and you have a lot of time, like your kids, right? Or they are ready to hustle. Get them to work. The biggest legacy is not what you leave them, like your houses and all of that, they can just blow it, right? The biggest legacy is actually teach them how to fish. When you agree? It's actually get them to fish for themselves. What if they can build a 6-figure income? That 15 years old is raised by a single mom, is immigrant from another country, and he replaced her income at 15. Imagine that for your kids or your grandkids. What would that mean for you? What would that be worth for you? Right? So I actually give scholarship to all of my students because my mission now, people ask me all the time, like, why I do what I do? Because my mission now, after I got my freedom for a couple of years, I asked God, hey, what's my purpose now? Because take care of my family, all that's good. I believe God told me, hey, my purpose now is to help 1 million families break the generational curses and build generational wealth, right? Because we all have limiting belief and all have like curses that or limiting belief that go back for generations. We want to break that and build a generational wealth. And the generational wealth is not the money, it's the knowledge, it's the skill set, it's the relationship, it's the community. Okay. So anyway, book a free call with us if you haven't already, if you're serious, and go from there. Okay. All right. So what's the difference between arbitrage and co-hosting? Arbitrage is when you rent and then sublease. Co-hosting is zero money down. Okay. Arbitrage, you do need to pay first month rent, first month deposit, sometime last month deposit. Right. Co-hosting, you don't have to pay anything. Okay. Sometimes the furniture is fully furnished too. The profit, arbitrage can make 2 to 3K a month. Co-hosting make about $1,000, $1,600 a month, half of that. But there's no risk, really, you know. Okay, scale very quickly. Okay, this is the formula. This is exactly what I did to get freedom. Retire when I was 33, travel around the world for the past 8 years, and how my student can do the same. You can do the same as well. Month one, just do one property, one deal. With all the thing that we share, can you do one deal within 1 month? Absolutely, right? Whether you believe you can or you can't, you're right. Okay, Henry Ford. Okay. Or you can be like one of my best student who believed that he could do 5 within a month and he did it, and then he retired on the beach after that. Up to you, right? But month one, just do one. Make 2K a month. Month two, do 2 more, now you're 6K. Month three, you do 2 more, now you're 10K. How many here can retire with 10K a month? This can happen in the next 3 months, by the way. Okay. If that's not enough, you do 2 more, 2 more, 2 more. By month 6, now you have 11 property, making you 22K a month. That's $250,000 a year, working 4 hours, 8 hours a week. Where can you get a better opportunity, a better strategy than that? In 10 years, if you do nothing else, it's $2.6 million. If that's not enough, just keep on going. You hit $500,000 within a year doing this model. You see how fast you can do this? And then what if you can teach your kids to do this and they make another 10, 20K a month themselves? And now you don't, they never call you for nothing anymore. Right? Now they buying you stuff. How's that for a change? Okay. They're taking you on vacation. Okay. Right, Arthur? So co-hosting. This would be a great fit for your daughter, by the way, or your son, or your even grandkids. You know, have 15 years old to do this. Co-hosting, boom. Each one, you know, on average, make $1,000. Easy math, give or take. You can scale the same way, and for a young person or somebody who don't have a lot of money, even like 6 months, they can hit 10K a month. I mean, come on. How long did it take for you to actually make 10K a month at your job? For me, it took me 8 years of school. Okay. If you do corporate America, start from the bottom up, it usually take you about 5, 10 years at least, right? This, you can do it in months, you see? And because of co-hosting, they can do faster. They don't have to do 2 a month. They can do 3 a month, okay? And then scale from there. If you do 3 a month, by month 6, you have over 16K a month. Boom. And the best part is now you don't have just one source of income. You have over 10 different sources of income, 10 different houses, right? So you don't have to worry much. You can sleep. Hey, one of the house burned down, knock on wood nowadays. How fast can you open one up like that, right? And you still have the other 9 making you, 18K a month, for example, instead of 20K a month. You see? So, okay, so we talk about that. We'll talk about that. Any questions? And then we're going to jump into, don't go anywhere. Okay, I save the best for last. This one exercise that I'm about to do for you guys can literally rewire your brain. It's like literally unplugged from the matrix. Okay. I challenge you to stay for the next 20 minutes here. If you really want to really like change your life. But before I do that, let's answer any last questions that people have here. How do I connect with a corporation? Condo. This work with condo too. We have the connections that we build with, for not just me, but hundreds of my members nationwide for the past 10 years that we've been doing this, right? So that's why we have that clientele, that connection already. Why would the landlord trust you to find renter? Great question. Because of the track record that we already built. Okay. Because of the hundreds of properties, hundreds of our clients' track record that we already built. Okay. And we can share with them, you know, all of that. And there's ways that you can share it as well that show them that, hey, this work. Okay. So let me play another highlight from the community. Okay, and then you see more of the community here. And while I do that, for those of you who booked a call, the link is in the chat. And right after this, I'm gonna jump into this exercise that I promised to do for you that will be life-changing. So check it out.
So far, we got 3 properties, scaling up more thanks to Dr. Chau.
It's actually shown me that the corporate housing does work because I see that, I believe in that, I have faith in it. So I decided to join the program. And so as soon as I joined the program, the day.
Let me do this. Boom, boom, boom. Oh, the link, pop that link in the testimonial for people. They can go in there and watch all they want. Okay.
So far, we got 3 properties, scaling up more thanks to Dr. Chau.
It's actually shown me that the corporate housing does work because I see that, I believe in that, I have faith in it. So I decided to join the program. And so as soon as I joined the program, the day after, I was so pumped and I started making phone calls to the landlord. I was able to get 4 yeses, get 4 houses, furnished, and rented out within a month.
Is that amazing? You're blazing our income within 30 days. So how fast can you do it? As fast as you want.
It was definitely new to me, the type of strategy they use to get some of the corporate housing. I didn't know that they did it this way. So it was definitely interesting to know that demand was there, that we could possibly, you know, get in and get started like right away. Pretty much within that week, we're getting hits for bookings. The best booking that we landed was a 13-month lease.
That 13-month is going to land us $60,000. This has been a tremendous journey for us. We feel very blessed to be in this group.
In a couple of weeks, I had my first arbitrage, and that booking was for 12 drills. But then on the heels of that one, I was able to secure an insurance family, and that one, they're still in there, and they're for a total of 60.
I got a 6-month booking through Airbnb. That's a big win.
Wow, 6-month booking.
$30,000, 34 to be exact.
Wow, congrats, man. That's incredible. 6-month booking. How much you per month rent?
5,800.
5,800, nice. Yeah, how much do you rent it for? You make like 2,000 a month? You spend a week doing this.
Probably 2
hours a week. Making 5K a month, not bad, huh, John? Huh?
Not bad at all. I see it as the best way to create cash flow. The best way. Cash flow is king.
So it took us pretty much 30 days to get everything started. And then within that 30 days, we got a 2-month or 1-month booking. And then it just started snowballing from there. And it just started going 2.5 months. And then now we have 4 months. And we're just making pretty good money with that, close to $12,000 a month now, just for 3 properties.
This was the first step to long-term success here and creating a step to get to the next level of generational wealth.
You have to just do it and jump in with all hands in. It will work. It will be stressful, all worth it in the end. And it is a dream come true. It's the actual American dream, is the cash flow. Do it.
Yes. All right, all right. So, any last question before we go forward here? Okay. So, I mean, we can just like, there's so many testimony here. But right now, I want you guys to just relax. Put your hands on your chest, deep breath, and go through this exercise with me. This will change your life. Okay. So deep breath. Count 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Deep breath. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out. 1, 2, 3, 4. Relax. Relax and relax. So imagine it's a year from now and you don't do this business for whatever reason. You procrastinated, you're making excuses, whatever, but you didn't do it. And now it's a year and you still get stuck with the same problems, same issues. Still working, overwork, underpay. You're still stuck in the same rut, the same rat race, right? And you don't know what to do. How do you feel? You're looking at your family, disappointment in their eyes, in yourself, in the mirrors. How do you feel? So focus here. I know it's painful, but it's better to go in there with your imagination than it's actually happening in your real life. Okay. So don't be one of my followers who after lost everything, then come to me. Okay. She had a great job when she first started 3 years ago, following me and said, "Oh, I can do another day." Right. And making like $200,000 a month, a year, have several houses. And then boom, one day her healthcare issue. She lost her job. She couldn't make the payment. So the house repossesses all her houses. Don't be that person. So now I challenge you to go here. And I learned this, my mentor, billionaire Tony Robbins. This is the secret. We either move by pain or pleasure. But 80% of the time is about getting away from the pain. So you can create this pain, then you're actually going to move and actually going to make it happen. Because how many times have you promised to yourself that you're going to make it happen this year? This is my year, blah, blah, and then you drop the ball again. Okay. So now imagine 5 years from now and you don't do what you need to do. You still procrastinate. You're still making excuses. Oh, it happened for somebody else because of X, Y, and Z. It couldn't happen for me. Oh, they have better opportunities. Oh, because of, this and that, they make it and I don't. Victim mentality. 5 years from now, how old will you be? You'll be stuck in the same place, feeling the same frustration. Except now, maybe imagine some health challenges that you'll be having as you're getting older, right? What about your family? What about your spouse you promised the word were you able to accomplish for them? See the disappointment in their eyes, in your sons, in your daughter, as they look at you. They've been looking up to you. But now, because of your inaction, because of your excuses, you lost their respect. How do you feel? Imagine 10 years from now, 20 years from now. How old will you be? You still be stuck in the same place. How will you feel? Feel that pain, guys. Really imagine that. Feel that pain. So you're not going to go there. But you want to feel it as if it's already happened. So therefore, You're gonna get off your butt once for all and take this seriously and actually make it happen, right? Imagine on your deathbed or not. It's up to you. I'm just here to facilitate. It's your choice. It's a free country. That's why freedom isn't free. Somebody fought for it, but you have the freedom, so you can choose whatever you want to do with it. Imagine on your deathbed. All the songs, all the potential that you lost go out the window. All the dreams, all the inspiration. It's never happened because you keep on stuck with the same pattern, whether it's making excuses, whether it's procrastinating, whether it's whatever bullshit you tell yourself. Imagine on your deathbed and you had no one around you and you're a bitter old person. You're a bitter old man or old woman. And you blame on everybody else except for who? Imagine that for a moment. How you feel? Is that what you want? If you can go back and relive your life again, what would you tell your kids or grandkids? Don't do what I did, right? Or now, all right, shake it up, shake it up, shake it up, shake it up. All right, good job, guys, good job. Now is the fun part. Now, let's imagine the fun part, okay? So put your hand on your heart, deep breath, shake it off, shake off all that bad energy, all that bad thoughts, okay? Deep breath. And now, imagine instead of taking that blue pill when Morpheus give it to you, like what you did just now and live a life of quiet desperation, you actually took the red pill and see how far this rabbit hole can go and open the whole world of adventure and fun. And you actually say yes. You actually make it happen. And you actually take on a challenge. And you actually start a rebirth of your life, your journey, that fateful day in April 2026. Now, we all have a leader inside of us. I want you to bring out that leader badass, and you want to give that a name. Imagine that time where you're on top of the world, whether it's graduation, whether it's a wedding, whether it's you want a big project, something that you feel like you're on top of the world. Bring back to that time. How do you feel? Imagine you're unstoppable. What name will you give that person, the individual? For me, that name could be Stone Lion, because I love lion. What is it for you? Okay, give that name right now. Okay, and imagine that person taking charge, taking over, and make things happen. And within months, literally within months, you can replace your income. Imagine 3-6 months from now, you making 10K a month. How you feel? With that person still in charge, the badass. How do you feel? Unstoppable, powerful. So imagine 6 months from now, a year from now, you're absolutely free from your JOB, just over broke. Is what JOB stand for. Okay. How do you feel? Now you're able to work a few hours a week and have all the freedom, travel around the world, take care of your family, see your kids, see your grandkids, be the hero of your family, everywhere I look up to. How do you feel? It's not what you get, it's who you become in the process. Who are you becoming? Who are you becoming at your work? You want to change that? Here's the opportunity. You know, I don't believe in coincidences. I believe that we're all meant for divine intervention. Whatever you believe is up to you, okay? But I strongly believe that we are all sons and daughters of the Most High God, right? And if we are, I don't believe that we are just the result of a big bang and grow our monkeys, okay? So what if you are the son of the daughter of the Most High God, and everything is from the Father belong to us, right? So why not you? And why not now? You know, if all these individuals who don't even believe in God able to make billions of dollars, why can't you make six figures passive, take care of your family, and leave generations of blessings for them? So imagine that for a moment. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, what kind of life you want to live? What kind of example are you setting for your kids, for your grandkids? How do you feel? Imagine as you already living that life. Now, it's been 10 years. You have freedom, seen around the world. You're able to have amazing talk with your sons, your daughters, or your grandkids, whatever it is for you. Imagine them smiling at you, your loved one. Say, thank you for changing my life. Thank you. Thank you, mom. Thank you, dad. Thank you, husband. Thank you, babe. Whatever you want to, wherever you want to imagine, because you're going to do more for other people than you do for yourself. So imagine them thanking you for bringing them to the most amazing vacation, all expenses paid, or maybe you pay off their mortgage. Maybe you donate to the church, or maybe you just build a trust fund and your kids get matching funds as long as they do the business and you match whatever they make. How's that for a change? That would get it off their butt and make things happen. And you help them create six-figure income as a family business. And then you've seen them grow and in their knowledge with the right people, with the right mentorship, with the right community. How you feel? Will you be proud? Imagine now, 20 years from now, you write a book, become a bestseller. Whatever it is your dreams that you want to do that's you've been suppressed all these years. You could be an artist. You could, whatever, submissions. What do you want to do? Help the homeless. Whatever God's called you to do. I don't know what it is for you. What it is for you. Imagine you doing that for the next 20 years. And then on your deathbed, how do you feel? Imagine you have so many sons, daughters, grandkids all around you because you changed their life and they show up for you at the last part of your life. And now you know that you leave the world a better place. You leave your family with the legacy of who, not what they get, but who they already became, because not what you have, but because of your example. And you set that example that fateful day in April 28, 2026, changed your life for the better. And now you live to tell that story. You actually committed actually making things happen. Challenge yourself. You join the greatest community. You're able to be coachable, have the right mentor, and actually make it happen. And because of that, now your whole generations are taken care of. And now you have trust funds with a bunch of houses, giving them passive income so they don't have to do what they don't want to do just to make a buck. They can do whatever it is they're passionate about, whatever is God calling them to do, and actually make a difference. How do you feel? Imagine all this happen. And you meet your creator. And he said, well done, my good and faithful servant. How do you feel? So breathe it in, celebrate as if it's already happened. And we're going to celebrate together. Today could be a day of your rebirth. So remember how you celebrate the new year? Isn't your life 100 times more important than the new year? So everybody put your arms in, your hands in like this, okay? Like a football team. And let's count down 10 to 1 and we celebrate together. And I want you to jump up out of your seat, okay? That's how serious you are with your business, with your life we're talking about here, okay? So everybody, come on, get up. Let's go. All right. So count down with me, guys. Count down with me. Unmute yourself. Make it happen. We're gonna never end anything unless it's peak state. Peak state. Okay. So count down with me, guys. Unmute yourself. Let's go. 10, 9, 8, making it happen. 7, making 10, 20K a month. 6, 5. You live example.
4,
Trust fund. 4,
3,
2, 1. Celebrate the
1.
rooftop. Okay, rooftop. Yes, yes, yes. Woo! Yes, yes, yes. Great job, guys. So proud of you guys. Awesome. Great job. So excited for you. Okay. For those of you reach out to us and we will help you every step of the way. God bless you guys. Take care, okay? Good to see you guys. The link's in the chat. If you haven't booked a call, yes. Let's go. All right. Celebrate. Thanks, guys. Woo. Take care and God bless. Bye-bye. Bye for now.